And it's time for the third quarter-final in the Big Lager Championship. Let's have a look at the table. So, here we've got the table, and as you can see, 2 of the slots have been filled in. One by the Sabor, that was the one that got through in the last matchup, and the other one was the Red Stripe, which beat the Stella in the first matchup. As you know, I am not doing these matchups in order, because I'm doing these super blind, so I know that these are 2 of the beers that are matched up, but I don't know which ones they are. So let's have a look at these beers. This one, the head has gone down a lot more quickly than this one. These are either the Rossini and the Champigneulles, or they are the Carlsberg Export and the Madry. So, will I get it right this time? Because last time I didn't get it right, did I? So, let's have a little look at them. Let's tell you which one's which, first of all. This is which one's which. Okay, so whichever this one is, it's not got great head retention, I've got to say that. Unless it's the glass, but I don't know. I know the Rivington glass doesn't give quite as good head retention as the other one. Why am I starting with that one? I always start with this one. So let's look at them first. What am I doing? Let's have a look. Both the same colour, basically. Oh, that one's possibly, it's got a bit more amber. When you hold it into the light, that's got a bit of an amber tinge to it. That one's not as clear as that one. But yeah, not much more I can say about them other than that. Yeah, I mean, that's quite clear, but it's not as clear as that one. That one's crystal clear. Let's get a nose on this one now. So as you know, it's just like a kind of a two-part to this because I can't introduce the beers at the beginning because I don't know what they are. But let's have a go on this one. Oh, so I'm getting like a sweet nose there, sweet maltiness. Smells quite nice. So it's kind of like a sweet maltiness. Yeah, sweet maltiness, really. Kind of marmalade, brown bread, a little bit of digestive biscuit in there. Getting some citrus in there as well. Getting some lemon, a bit of orange. Smells nice, that one. Does smell nice. Let's have a nose on this one now. This one that just can't keep the head there. That one smells. Wow. Okay. So there's not as much in the smell of that one. That's a bit grassier. A little bit citrusy. Not much in the world of malt for this one. On the nose, it smells like it would be fizzier. And sounds fizzier. Maybe that's why the head won't retain. But yeah, smells quite fresh. Smells quite fresh. Smells like it'd be clean and refreshing. But doesn't smell malty. Doesn't smell sweet as this one. This one's quite sweet and malty. Very sweet and malty. In fact, it's quite a lot in the nose there. Right, let's start getting the taste on these because I really don't know what they are from the taste. Although this was a slightly more amber colour than that one. Right, let's try this one first of all and see if I've got any idea which one it is. Cheers. So, it's crisp, it's malty, fair bit of bitterness. I don't know with that one. Crisp, malty, fair bit of bitterness, possibly a little bit of dirtiness in the flavour there. Let's try this one. Cheers. That one, I get a little bit of maltiness in the flavour there. It's quite crisp. It is fizzier than this one. A bit of bitterness as well. It's nice and clean, this one. It's not bad, that one, at all. It's quite nice. Let's try this one again. Yeah, I don't think there is any dirtiness in this one, actually. I think it's just the bitterness. It's tingling my tongue a bit, really. It's quite malty. There's a little bit of sweetness. Nice bit of bitterness, though. So I'm knocking back that sweetness. So it's not sickly sweet. It's quite dry, in a way, as well. Quite a lot of bitterness on the tongue there. I think I know which one this is, which is a shame. So that's why I'm going to give it a bit longer. And adjust to that kind of bitterness, because there is quite a whack of bitterness, and compared to a lot of the other beers that I'm drinking, they don't have the same level. Not a massive fan of the carbonation on this one. It tastes a little bit over-carbonated. It could be smoother. This one's much smoother. This one is good, though. It is good, that is good. It's very crisp. It's very crisp. It's very dry. It's got a nice bit of bitterness to it. There is a bit of a malt profile there as well, which is nice. Okay, we're going to make a decision soon, but these are both really nice beers. But that one is different. This is like a nice malty lager, but with an extra whack of bitterness to it. It's got that extra dimension of the bitterness. So it's almost like a Madri or a Sabor or something like that, but with an extra whack of bitterness on it. And there's a bit more complexity in there. I'm getting some slightly other fruits in there, I think. Possibly like apples, maybe. And almost like a bit of a spiciness to it as well. Yeah, it's a bit of spiciness, and that spiciness is translating. I think the bitterness is a little bit comes like a peppery bitterness. Weird, a peppery bitterness, you know, that kind of pepperiness. And also a bit some bitterness as well. Very nice. It's nice and smooth. This one it's a bit generic, but it's very good at what it's trying to be. So for like it's the standard generic, bordering on premium lager, this is nice. It's a generic bordering premium. It's a bit nicer this than just a generic lager. It's kind of like those ones that you get in the bottle that were in the premium lager taste test. This is really like that, essentially, I would say. It's that kind of level, and for that it does a good job. This one is a bit different. More complexity of flavour, and as I'm drinking more, as my taste buds are getting warmed up, this one is tasting nicer and nicer, which has happened with this one out before, I think, because I think I know what it is. I am preferring this one to this one anyway. That one is going to go through. That one's been knocked out. I'm thinking this one's the Champigneulles, and that's the Rossini. Now, I know last time I thought the Sabor was the Champigneulles, but really it's that bitterness that's doing it. That bitterness, I didn't like it at first, and then as I'm drinking more of it and as I'm getting used to the tastes in the beer, the tastes are opening up, that complexity is coming through a bit more, and that bitterness is just really it's nice and refreshing, I would say. There's not much sweetness. I mean, I was getting sweetness at first and bitterness. Now I'm not getting as much sweetness. I'm getting this lovely, smooth, kind of velvety, kind of complex kind of lager. And this is a lager that probably could be drunk really cold as well. It feels a little bit warmer than that one. They're both the same temperature, came out of the same fridge. This one almost feels a little bit warmer, and I think it's because it's so smooth and because the flavors are so complex. I'm getting and because the alcohol content is higher, if it is what I think it is. And I think that's just giving it a little bit more of a smoother mouthfeel, which is making it taste a little bit warmer. The flavors are opening up more. So that one, I think you could have that icy cold and it would be delicious. This one, I think if you had it icy cold, it'd take a lot of the flavour out of it. You'd just be left with that bitterness. But it's nice, it's crisp. I mean, things I'll find out if I was right first, and I'll talk about them a little bit more. But I'm thinking Champigneulles Rossini. Champigneulles is going through. If I'm right, I will find out if I was right, and I will be right back. And I'm back. And that was the Champigneulles in the Budvar glass. And then we've got the Rossini on this side. Rossini, very nice beer, very impressive. The nicest of the Peroni knockoffs. I would say. I think it's the nicest of those. It's a very nice Italian lager. Get a bottle, see what you think. The Champigneulles is an exceptional. It's an exceptional beer. It's a really nice beer. I mean, let's put the rest of that in there. And it retained its head incredibly well. I mean, it is 5.5%, which kind of gives it a little bit of a head start on some of the others. Quite a high ABV for a lager, but again, it does have that kind of Belgian, kind of yeasty taste that I get with a lot of these Asda beers in particular, which I got on the Sabor for some reason. Shows how your mind can play tricks on here, but it's definitely there. Almost like some of the ones you get with like a quadruple or a Belgian double or a triple or something. It's that kind of thing. I mean, again, is it brewed in France? I'm not sure if it says it's brewed in France. I think that says brewed at Come Eyesight. I think it says that's brewed in France on the front there. Because Brasse. It says Brasse en France, so I assume that means brewed in France. I don't know if you can see that. I'll hold it nice and close to the camera. So that says Brasse en France, which means brewed in France. So I wonder what ingredients they use on it. Whether they do use, that similar kind of yeast and stuff that they use to brew the Belgian beers. I don't know, but it does have these brewed in France beers for Asda do have a similar kind of taste to each other. It is like an amped up. It's like an amped up Bière Deluxe with extra bitterness, basically. And the Rossini is like a Peroni but better, basically. Yeah, it's nice. It's crisp. It's refreshing. One thing I will say, these do have a bit of a skunky smell to them. They are a bit of a culprit of light strike. The Rossini bottles, I think it's because of where Aldi put them. For some reason, they always seem to be on warm shelves with lights, all around them. So, but again, you own a bottle of Rossini, that's how it's going to be stored. But the fact that Rossini, even stored in those conditions, tastes better than Peroni out of a fridge in Spa, says a lot, really. Anyway, Champigneulles. If that's how I still don't know if that's how you pronounce it. But I don't care. It's a really nice beer. This is one to watch, really. And it's going to be hard not to know which one this is, really. But this against the Sabor is going to be interesting. Because I thought Sabor was Champigneulles, so it'd be interesting if when this goes up against the Sabor in the semi-final, whether I get them the wrong way around, and which one does go through. So that would be a really honest taste test, that semi-final. It's going to be interesting. Champigneulles against Sabor, that's the first semi-final. It'll be the second one, but it's the first one that we know what's going to be in it. And the next one's not going to be super blind, because obviously I know that the next taste test or the next matchup will be the Carlsberg Export against the Madry, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is through. Semi-final, up against the Sabor. Can't wait. I'm actually getting excited now. This is really taking its toll on me. I got to the point where I really wasn't bothered anymore. It became a bit of a chore getting through it. I'm getting to the exciting part now where we get to the higher ones. I don't think I'll do one this big again. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. I've got other taste tests lined up anyway, which some of them might take a while, to be fair, but we'll see. Anyway, and that's just lagers as well. It's amazing how many lagers you can actually get. The number of lagers out there is crazy. So I'm nowhere near done with them yet. So anyway, there you go. Done. Till next time, have a good one.